Hello and welcome to the Season 63 D Champs Finals. I am playing against Zanderg, or Zanderg, I guess, maybe. If you're not familiar with the tier champs, the top 4 division winners in each tier going down some ways, although obviously if they're like in B tier you only have 2, but so long as there's at least 4 anyway, play in like a small little bracket. I got a bye in the first round because I had the best overall record of the D tier division winners. Xander beat El Taco in the previous round, so we are facing off in the finals. This is like an unofficial thing. It doesn't really count towards the league standings or anything. It's just for fun. Anyway, we got Highway and Horn of Plenty here. Chapel, there's the draw is either Alchemist, Tireless Alchemist. I don't know how that interacts with the thing. But I think it doesn't matter. I think I just open like Chapel Ride and then either Tracker or Ducket. We will probably want to pick up a potion later, but I don't think opening potion with Chapel makes much sense. So, yeah, let's go with the Chapel Ride. We could also consider riding again. Like, if we can, get rid of all our estates, obviously that's pretty good. If you have this in Start of Cleanup, if you have a potion in play, you may put this onto your deck. When you discard it from play, okay, so this will override this, which is actually really good because that means if you miss the potion, you still get to sort of top deck it, but you get to better top deck it if you don't. So, yeah, that's really nice. Right, so, do we go Ducket or do we go... We could also go Silver. We could go Ride. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna want a few Alchemists because I don't think Swamp Shacks by itself is gonna get us there. But I mean, it could, like, if you find your highways, but if you find the Swamp Shacks first, it gets pretty rough. And you do need the Horns of Plenty, which are stop cards. Oh man, I'm torn on this. I don't think I want Tracker. But Ducket versus Ride versus Silver. I mean, we're not really trying to hit 5. We just want to be able to get the potion, essentially. I think Ducket is good enough for that. Okay, so we don't get to trash 2 of our estates. That does suck. Gonna go ahead and get the potion now, though. We're gonna have a little bit of trouble with our econ. But we will be getting some coffers. Yeah, it would have been really nice to swap at least one of the estates and have... Oh, man. We seriously bottom decked 2 estates, but not the Chapel. Alright, that's fine. We'll just get the damn Alchemist. Site feels a little laggy to me. And then we still didn't see the Chapel or the Alchemist. I think we should go ahead and pick up a Silver here. Like, it's a unique, and we're going to need some money to hit 5 for Highway and for Horn. We don't necessarily need to play with a bunch of Highways. I mean, that is a way to do this, is to get Ducats and Highways. And just go that direction. I think the Horn thing is going to be more efficient, but we're still going to want some Highways. We are going to get to top deck our Alchemist, which is good. Tormentor. Interesting. I mean, you could make that work in terms of getting imps in the short term. That's a ride, yeah. Okay, can we see? Yes, we can see both of our estates. Okay, excellent. And we did top deck it, so I was correct about that interaction. It's good to know. We're gonna draw our whole deck this turn. So I think the goal at this point is to get probably a horn. I think that's gonna be more useful than a highway right now. And we do have the extra buy with Pouch and with Ducat, so I mean we'll do the math. Not much reason to try to do it ahead of time, but like Horn of Plenty is obviously a gain. Highway isn't necessarily. It depends on whether it turns our extra buy into effectively a gain. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and a potion. I mean, so I guess if we take the highway, what we can do is we can go Alchemist of 5 next turn, because then it'll only cost us 6 coins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's what we have to buy Alchemist plus a thing. If we take the horn, 1, 2, 3, we could trash a copper, take the horn, and then horn for whatever, and also to pick up an Alchemist and trash the other copper. I think that's better. Yeah, the site really feels it's chugging right now. I don't know if that comes across in the recording, but it's just a little laggy. Oh, well, okay. I'm closing tabs to see if that freeing up the memory would help there. Maybe it will. Probably not. Usually 2 tabs isn't going to do much of anything, but who knows. Oh, shoot, I forgot to refill my water. Wow, that's rude. We should still be able to hit. Yeah, we can still hit Alchemist. Pick up another Alchemist off of this. So that's actually not. It's not actually a big problem. I guess we should consider getting a terminal. I mean, but I want the highway so that my plus buy goes further. Tormentor could be the terminal. We'd also consider doing something with Grave Robber, but I mean, ultimately, grave robbing the chapel, if nothing else, could have some benefit. Yeah, I think this basically just costs me a coffer, this attack, because I'm going to have to spend my coffer to get the Alchemist. I guess it's... Is it possible that I'm supposed to just take another horn here rather than the highway? I wonder. Because if I'm going to buy an Alchemist anyway, that... Like, I can put another stop card into my deck. and expect to draw it. Barring another attack like that anyway. Alchemist Ride seems kind of weak to me. I guess I can play this chapel. Not that I needed to. Yeah, I think Horn... I think Horn is better. Yeah, we are going to get attacked. I think we are ahead here. Miserable. It's a little unfortunate. It certainly, in the general case, hurts, but I don't know that in this particular case it's going to be too impactful, considering we're trying to build to a mega turn anyway. I mean, it could, right, like in a pile out, if it goes in that direction, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess they did need the horse to draw their deck here, but... And maybe they couldn't afford anything better anyway, but... I'm ahead on draw and I'm ahead on payload, so I feel pretty good about that. And closing tabs has not improved the situation there. Okay, so how many uniques do we have, and does it matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 uniques right now. Obviously, we could like trash a copper and pick up something else. And just start like storing up coffers. Yeah, I mean, that seems reasonable. We could pick up the highway now, and then over the course of multiple turns. Yeah, I think we go highway, horn, alchemist. And now we have a coffer. We'll have... I mean, we'll have the option to pick up a 2 cost if we want. Probably we'll just save that. Okay, famine does nothing. We should consider whether Tormentor is the play here. We should also, like... I don't know. Is it too slow to go in for, like, Swamp Shacks to play multiple terminals? Like... Or conversely, is that like a... I don't know. Okay, so... One more horn. One more highway. And we just get 2 more highways. We could take a Swamp Shacks, but we don't have the terminals to where that matters yet. Take another horn, we can't draw it. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Same thing with like Grave Robber or whatever. I think we just take the highways, and then next turn we can like we'll have... Yeah, we should be in good shape with this. We just happened to top deck the Alchemist. That's nice. Maybe that wasn't true. We did have overdraw by 1. Maybe we could have added 1 more horn. I mean, I think we wouldn't have been guaranteed to draw it, but I think we would have had a shot. Trash the silver? That's fine. Yeah, at this point, I have enough highways that isn't going to matter. So yeah, Grave Robber to trash Chapel, and then to later potentially like trash Alchemist into Province or something like that. Could certainly be a thing. Yeah, I've got to be just way out ahead in this one at this point. If I pick up another Alchemist and they hit Locusts, the Locusts are going to hit the Alchemist, not next turn, but 2 turns from now. But I think that's actually fine. Like, there's Swamp Shacks for draw, and it protects our horns, which are ultimately like the more limiting factor. We're also getting to the point where we could just pile out. Like, we're going to have enough. Like, the Alchemists are going to run if they. Oh, they didn't even draw their potion. But if we take another Alchemist this turn and then they take an Alchemist, the Alchemist will be out. And the horns are going to be low. Yeah, we'll definitely take Swamp Shacks this turn because that'll add. Like, that'll make it so that we can take as many horns as we want. Basically. And just take all the horns. Yeah, we'll take Alchemist, Triple Horn, Swamp Shacks. I think we have enough gains for that, and maybe even more. Yeah, okay, we did have more draw than I thought. In fact, well, horn, 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 Swamp Shacks, Alchemist, Swamp Shacks. So we have like 7 horns. Yeah, we just win the game next turn, provided we have the unique. So we should check on that. Alchemist, Highway, Potion, Pouch, Ducat, Horn, Chapel, Swamp Shacks. And I could take something else just for insurance. We could take that Grave Robber, something, or Tormentor. Why not? Just like in case we get hit with Locusts. I mean, even if we only get 7 provinces, I think it'll be okay. Fear. That could be annoying. But probably not. Probably it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can also just pile on estates or duchies if they take the Alchemist. If they don't take it, then we can take like 7 provinces. I don't think we can probably buy the last province. Maybe we can. I don't know. 3 highways? 5 coins? Are we gonna have that? I don't think so. But I don't think it matters. I think 7 provinces will suffice. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have taken another highway. Okay, well. We can just pile on highways then. So how did we actually get ahead here? Was it just that our early shuffle was better and plus player 1? I mean, I wasn't happy to with. Oh, wow. Okay. That's. I'm not exactly sure like what the plan is supposed to be for them with that. I mean, like they were. I mean, obviously they're gonna lose regardless, but oh, I was just playing this so that I could draw more cards. I didn't really want to force them to do a thing, but oh well. I was probably supposed to buy the last highway, but whatever. Oh, something I didn't mention is that this is first to 3.5 wins. The previous round is first to 2.5. Shaman board. So Spice Merchant Shaman opening. That seems pretty clear. Not much in the way of draw here. Settlers is generally going to be draw. There is Otter to go with the village. So, I mean, you can get some draw, but it's going to be a little rough. Like, with it being so difficult to thin. You're just going to want to play a bunch of groundskeepers and buy colonies or something like that. Populate looks pretty nice. Not amazing, but pretty nice. We're definitely going to want to just stuff as many trashes into our deck as we can, considering that we can always otter them. And there's plenty of villages on the board. I mean, not that Merchant Camp is the greatest village, but there's also Bustling Village, so... Yeah, so I think I'm just going to pick up another Shaman here. I mean, there is an argument for picking up Settlers. It is pretty good here. But I think it's more important to get the Shaman. So we'll see if my opponent agrees. And part of the reason is because it's not... Well, I guess they don't. I don't think it's that important to hit high price points early on here. In fact, I'm looking at this 5-coin hand and I'm like, this isn't even good. Yeah, second Spice Merchant is probably the way to go, honestly. It's too early for Groundskeeper. I don't really care about Galleria or Vault. Yeah. I bottom decked my Spice Merchant, so I'm already behind, I'm pretty sure. Not to mention I'm second player, but maybe the second Shaman will pay off. And like I said, Settlers is good, but I just don't think what it does is important enough right now. Ugh! Third Spice Merchant? Honestly? Yeah. Alright, now that I have 3 Spice Merchants and 2 Shamans, I think I'm going to take a Settlers. There's definitely an argument for taking another shaman, but I have more trashers. So they don't do something about that. I should be ahead on the thing, so... At least ultimately. Oh! The settlers, it does nothing! Nothing! What do you even take on 5? I mean, you can take a groundskeeper, I guess. You do ultimately want to hit, like, platinum and populate. I don't... Like, getting there seems rough. Oh, there's Coin of the Realm, too. Really? I mean, I guess I saw 4 of my 5 trashers, but I have another spice merchant down there. Eh. Maybe it's time I pick up a village. So I can otter if I want to, need to. I mean, I guess Gallery is okay. I mean, the only buys on this board are Spice Merchant and Galleria, but let's buy... it's going to be hard to have enough money to make that really impactful here anyway. Just go like double village here, and that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, or take a gold and try to get to platinum. Makes sense. Somehow I am the only one with an estate, even though I have 2 shamans and they have 1. Uncalled for. Okay, I found it. That's good. So down there I have Spice Merchant, Village, and then presumably 3 coppers. So I've got a shot to hit 5 or even 6 if I otter here. The odds of me failing to hit 5 are pretty low. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. So how do we feel about gold? How do we feel about horde? Yeah, I think we'll go with the gold. Ugh. Are they gonna populate? Platinum? Populate. Okay. That's probably better. Well, they're getting another Spice Merchant is a little, like, you know, a little dubious. Could take that last settlers. But will they? Guess they might prefer Coin of the Realm. They have a lot of stuff now that they might potentially want to otter. Nope. Okay. Wait, they trashed a spice merchant? I don't think I actually want that right now. It is interesting. I think we draw on. I think we otter this. Okay, we do have another spice merchant down there. Spice merchant copper, I believe. We can hit platinum here. Seems pretty good. Would I rather have a silver or a copper that I can draw? I guess probably the copper, to be honest. Populate again. I do wonder whether the village terminal balance here is... Oh, whoa. What? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I think I do actually prefer the copper. Alright, let's go ahead and play this as otter. Alright, so yeah, we can also populate here. Yeah. I think we should. We're actually like pretty clean. Pretty clean. I do not want to do that. If I had a copper in hand, it'd be worth considering. I mean, I guess they're pretty clean too. Like, we both got control here. So they should be ahead. I mean, we do have the platinum, but that's pretty much the only advantage that we have. The 3 copper buys, though, I mean, I assume it's like, oh, because I have these spice merchants, but like, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. They managed to line it all up. And have enough actions, which is pretty surprising, actually. I guess they didn't play that many otters. It's surprising that, yeah, they didn't either run into action problems early or something. I don't know. Or not collide the spice merchants with the coppers. Yeah, I don't know. It just altogether seems like a pretty fortunate outcome. So, yeah, they need some plus buy. It's not hard for them to get it. They could just buy like a village or something, or they could populate again. Piles are pretty low. If they populate again, yeah, okay. Then we're down to like, yeah, 2 bustling villages and 3 shamans, which means I'm probably not populating, which is fine. I don't think I particularly need to. Wow, they really lowered piles. I wonder if I can win. I don't know if I have the money. And it's awkward because I don't have many buys. I only have 1 Galleria. And populate is expensive. An expensive way to get shaman plus bustling village. Like populate, double shaman, and double estate. Double estate would give me 4 points, so that would do it. I guess I could take an estate out of the trash, and then I would only need 1 estate to tie. That might be correct. I could also just take the silver. Have more money. Last turn I basically had enough money to populate, and then I gained a coin from Merchant Camp, a coin from Shaman, 3 coins from Gallery is 5. Potentially more from Vault. So if I populate with 1 Galleria in play, I will end up with 2 additional buys. And like 15-ish, I'll have like 5-ish money. So I would need 6 money to go Shaman, estate. So if I take the estate, I think that's the play. Go for the tie. Have to play the groundskeeper normally. The settlers should be what we do this with. Oh boy. Need villages. We didn't find them. Can we still do it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. I think I trashed the spice merchant. We can buy a colony, so that helps. We trash a shaman. Maybe. Do we have ambitions of buying more than a colony? Like village colony, if nothing else? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That would require, okay, let's not trash the shaman then. Took the copper. I guess that's probably fine for them, because if they can get a colony, they don't need the estate. But it'll be hard. I think it'll be hard for them to populate and get a colony. What about bustling village triple shaman colony? That's still a lot of money. I don't know. I mean, they've had the control, but oh, this is. I don't think it makes sense. Vault discarding like settlers copper would be nice, but they do have the 3 groundskeepers as well. If they see all of those, that'll be pretty impactful. Yeah, the fact that they have 3 bustling villages means if they see those up front, they can just keep ottering, which is annoying. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they can win this turn. They have like 4 Gallerias. That's 12 coins and the 2 golds. This gets them to 18. Oh. Maybe not. The other thing is that the Gallerias don't generate plus buy off of any of the relevant cards. So they probably actually have to populate and spend more money that way. Oh, they have 24. Okay. Maybe that's enough. Populate gets them plenty of buys. Then that's that. Then they have 14. They go double shaman. They can't colony off of that. They'd only have 10 left, but province estate is probably good enough, and they should have the buys for it. Yeah, should definitely have the buys. Province gets them. Oh, and they empty on estates. All right. Well, yeah, I blame uncooperative draws for that one. I don't know that I could have done a whole lot there. It's just, it felt like, you know, I bottom decked the Spice Merchant the first time through, and then I like that 5 coin hand where it's like, well, all I want is a Spice Merchant anyway. But then they had like they got the Galleria at a more productive time, which helped them hit populate faster. So, all right. My first impression of this board is that it's pretty sad. There's no draw except for Garrison, which, You have to get a tent. Maybe we want a tent anyway. Like, the only thinning is vampire. Well, bat. So maybe we want a tent anyway, because that'll help us hit 5. Yeah, I think we do. Unusual situations in which we find ourselves. My question is, do we just go tent silver? We could go tent harbor village. Like, we're kind of guaranteed to collide them at some point. And like, under what circumstances do we completely fail to hit 5? I guess if we bottom deck the 10, that's the main thing. Or like, also if we just don't see it until turn 4. Yeah, we should probably take a silver. Alright, well, take a harbor village here, or do we take like an abundance? Abundance is not that good here, is the thing. I guess it's a thing you maybe want a King's Cash, but let's take the harbor village. This is too much money. Too much money! I don't need a King's Cash, I just need a vampire. And now I don't even want to top deck my tent, because I want to get... my vampire. Do I take a candlestick maker? Only I could... I mean, would I even want to gain a marchland? And yeah, probably not. If only I could like gain the marchland with vampire, discard the estates, and hit 4, but I don't want marchland anyway right now. All right, yeah, I guess this is stick maker. It's not great. It is a source of plus buy that is at least better than herbalist and doesn't require that we buy an action. I think we're just going to take another harbor village here. We're going to hit like 7 again. Third vampire? That seems excessive for this board. I wanted a second one, but third is... that's a lot. Or did I miss something? Yeah, bought a vampire, bought a vampire, bought a vampire. No, I did not miss something. I definitely don't want to rotate until I can pick up a garrison with my vampire. We're gonna hit 8. My bad. I said we were gonna hit 7. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately mirror doesn't work on vampire. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Now what's gonna happen is they're gonna play... did they? Yeah, they top deck their 10. They're gonna play tent, rotate, get a garrison, play vampire, get a garrison. I guess they didn't shuffle. I mean, they still have... no, they have 2 vampires in that shuffle, yeah. Yeah, so they're gonna play tent, rotate, get 2 garrisons, then I'm gonna buy a garrison, and then they're gonna buy a garrison, and then I'm gonna lose the game. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, or mirror the garrisons and get 3 right now. Oh my god! you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna get 0 garrisons. Alright, I'll take an abundance. Whatever. Oh. Okay. This isn't so bad then. Maybe I should have rotated and picked up garrisons with my mirror rather than getting the second vampire, actually. I guess I'll take a hill for it. Seems pretty good. Did they take one? They did. What? They trashed my tent. Like, now I can't rotate back to... Fucking come on! What is this? Oh my god. Freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to play this game anymore. This is stupid. Alright, so we have the Lookout Crystal Ball Wombo combo here. Guess we're opening Lookout Stockpile? It's too bad there's not a good 2 cost. Or any 2 cost. To combine with Pursue. There's no draw. So we're going to play some sort of cantrippy deck. I guess Crystal Ball Tunnel has some synergy too, and Lookout Tunnel. There's also like Lookout Chariot Race. I mean, how many times are we going to play the Lookout? I don't know, but there are some things that interact with the deck inspection. Temple? Nah. We should maybe consider taking a silver, just one, so we can play with Merchant. I mean, if you have 2 coins, click on pursue. Like, I guess you might not want to. You trigger a shuffle, but like, and again, like, if you're going to play your lookout, you want to see estates with it. So presumably you have 3 estates. So you click on pursue, you name lookout. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Cool. We bottom deck the lookout. That's nice. Do we go ahead and take the stockpile back now? I'm actually a little tempted to get a second lookout. Yeah, I think I will. All right. Just want to go like double merchant. Do we want to take a tunnel already? I don't want like too many tunnels, but 1 tunnel could be good. Works with pursue too, like. Maybe we should get thinner before we mess with the tunnel stuff. All right. Well, obviously we'll pick up another stockpile here and be sad that we don't get to trash an estate. Okay. I do actually think Crystal Ball has a role to play here. So I'm thinking about maybe now is when we grab the tunnel and also a Crystal Ball. Man, they really did get thin, huh? Did they manage to see estate every time they drew their temple? They did. Okay. Well, that's reasonable. Whoops. Whoa. I guess. Huh. You just want the other gold? Okay. Just get another crystal ball here, actually. I mean, we do have another merchant down there, so we are going to trigger a shuffle. Yeah, okay, let's get stockpile and I do. Chariot race is not going to be very good for me right now with them having all the golds. Maybe I should pursue. I haven't seen. Oh, I haven't bought them. All right, I haven't shuffled yet. Right. Okay. I could pursue Lookout or something. Oh my god. I just what? What the hell? It is so ridiculous. Oh my god. I think I'm just going to take another stockpile. I mean, I do feel like my opponent's strategy is outperforming mine in any case. Assuming they invest in some crystal balls. But, man, I just cannot line stuff up to save my life. I'm gonna take both of them. No. Okay. Well, I'll take the last one then. And I just pursue. What have I done to deserve this? Why? Okay. We have a lookout in our hand and we do not have estates in hand. It is conceivable that we can trash one. Unlikely, but it's conceivable. I guess we trash the other lookout. Do we? Yeah. We could trash this merchant. It is pretty useless. I shouldn't have gotten it. Okay. Get like double crystal ball here. Should we do that? It's kind of a steep price to pay with the 3 stockpiles. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna foray here and set aside a copper. Didn't pursue? I don't know, maybe that's not correct. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm losing this game regardless. Oh look, we drew our states. Can't trash them. Yeah, I should just resign this game. I don't know. I mean, I would have probably lost it anyway. I think they outplayed me. I did not think the temple opening was good, but I think it turned out to be. Although, obviously, it helps if you see it with your estate every time. But I don't know. My draws are just painful. Also, done this incorrectly once again. All right. King of pickpockets, huh? Broker is the liaison. Cage thinning. Broker is the draw. Ugh. Well, we don't need to get favors because we can just discard village greens. Let's get a cage. And then the question is, do we spend the favor now to open with a 5? Or do we just open with broker? I mean, we can cage estates. We don't specifically need broker for that. Like, we could get a coven early. I do kind of like that. Like, this game is not going to go super fast, I don't think. I wasn't considering the impact that would have on cage. Oops. That was probably a mistake. We will want to get another cage and or broker. I mean, that would have been true anyway, but I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, I guess there's also investment. Hopefully the coven will pay off, but I will admit, yeah, I just was not thinking about the fact that I'd have to discard on the cage hand. I mean, if I'd had like 3 estates with the cage, then I wouldn't be too concerned, but obviously I don't. It's like broker is the only draw. We can get pretty good value out of nomads with that, though. We can like workshop for nomads, and that gives us coins. Then we can broker the nomads for draw, and that gives us coins. That is pretty nice. There's also no plus. Oh no, wait, nomads is plus buy, right? So we might want to not trash all of our nomads, but Okay, so broker or investment. We are ultimately going to want the broker. We already have one estate set aside. Oh, well, if they spent the favor this turn because they have their cage and they had the workshop, then we're not really any worse off than they are unless they setting aside more estates. So all right. I think I want the investment now to start thinning, and then we can get the workshop later. Like this turn, for example. I just take another coven here. Could also take an outpost. Is that too crazy? Doesn't. It's not affected by pickpockets. Kind of like it. Damn it. I was afraid of that. I guess we can discard the workshop. We take another cage at this point. I guess there's also an argument for discarding the outpost, to be honest. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate that we got this collision. But like, we could definitely just have a 3 copper hand coming up here. So I think I'm actually going to discard the outpost. Or 2 copper hand with an estate. We take one more coven here, or do we take another village green? Oh, toil! Oh, fuck! Idiot! Ah! Well, that makes me a little bit more inclined towards the coven. I think this is going to be double village green. We do need to get a broker at some point, but the villages are pretty important. Okay, they're going in for the coven now. hopefully we have our Coven as the next card up. We can play that. I mean, if we see it on the outpost turn, I mean, we still see it, but it won't miss the shuffle if we have it on top. Would it even have been better to toil the outpost? Because then we would have only had the 2 coins. Probably, but I'm not actually sure. It would have been very possible for us to have a turn where we didn't do much of anything. Dang. Alright. Do we take another village green? Got 3 of them. Like, we could also take Conspirator. It's... Although with... going into the outpost turn, I think that's a little too hard to activate. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take another village green. We definitely have enough of them now. Like, we should look at taking a broker as well as like Conspirator, possibly a second workshop. Possibly. Unfortunately, our outpost missed the shuffle in addition to our Coven. So even though we're up 6-2 on curses right now, it's very possible that we will end up winning only 6-4, which if so would be pretty disappointing. Okay, they didn't see their outpost. That does help. It might not help enough, but it helps. Second Coven. Yeah, that's definitely like the move to try to deal with that. We draw one more. I mean, what do we have down there? I know we have our investment, our nomads. I guess we probably have another village green. We didn't see any top here. Okay, so I'm gonna take that broker and we could go Nomad's Workshop. Is that too crazy? I don't think so. You can always broker the workshop if we want. Okay, we have a Coven on top, so long as they don't see both of their Covens, we'll at least win 7-3. Here's hoping. Here is hoping. I mean, the odds can't be that high that they see double coven. What an odd choice to broker nomads for actions there. I guess they... Well, no, I guess they kind of needed to. I mean, they could have brokered the investment, but... Oh no, they probably didn't have the investment. Right. Okay. Even better would have been if they saw no covens, but... 7-3, can't really complain about that. No. No outpost. I do want another broker. But I think here I'm going to take the village green. Well, we can take broker now. Yeah. So we're going to get 3 curses dumped on us. Presumably this turn. Certainly unfortunate. So long as we can dump curses on them. And we have broker nomads here, so we should be able to do that. Did they... Oh, they top-decked their outpost. That's a bold choice to lower that much. I wonder if I can win. Never mind dumping curses. Just empty the nomads. I mean, I have 2 workshops. Probably don't have the firepower for it, but maybe. Maybe. Certainly do have a points lead. Yeah, the problem is going to be if I broker nomads for draw, then I don't have the plus buy from the nomads. But I guess if... I mean, there's also the possibility of... They took another nomads? I was going to say brokering coven for draw. I also have my outpost. I mean, surely I can empty it across 2 turns, right? Oh. Oh, you totally want that nomads. Come on. Okay. Hmm. We're obviously playing the outpost. We have 8 coins right now. We could play the village green for next turn. and just like workshop. I mean, I think it makes sense to do this for next turn, because triggering the shuffle with this many village greens sitting out is probably not the play. Well, we could get an insurance province, I guess, and that's also a good card to broker. Why did we draw so many cards? Oh, cage, right. Okay, well, we didn't make it. We almost made it. I don't think it makes sense for us to lower further. We could trash the workshop. And the investment. The investment only gives us 1 point right now. Outpost missed the shuffle again. But anyway, I was thinking about just picking up a duchy. Wait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go broker. Okay, we've got broker coven, so should be able to draw, like, find our workshop and empty piles here. Yeah. Okay, well, that worked out. I think the early coven did ultimately pay off. Just for the points, honestly. I mean, like, they hit province after I dumped the curses on them. Although I guess they had 5 cards on top of their deck and maybe they didn't trigger their shuffle, but... I mean, it would have, like, if they hadn't lowered so much and the game had kept going, it would have obviously had an impact in that respect as well. All right, so we've got Bounty Hunter, Exorcist, Remodel, Silos, Counterfeit. We have research. We have some ways to deal with starting cards, let's say. I think this is just Bounty Hunter Silver. We definitely want to hit 5. We do... Yeah, Royal Galley is interesting because, like, the only particularly good target for it is Imp and Wisp. I mean, I guess Livery's fine, but in fact, I take that back. It is a good target. It's just it doesn't give us, you know, flexible terminal space. It is plus actions, but it's not especially flexible. But yeah, the only sort of open-ended plus actions is Galley on Really on Wisp. I mean, Galleon Imp, sort of, but... So, like, we kind of do want to play with Exorcist, but at the same time, I think Bounty Hunter is too good not to open with when we also want to hit 5 for, like, Counterfeit and Livery in that order. And I think we just go Silver, even though, like, there's a decent chance that we end up hitting, like, 6 or 7 as a consequence, but the opportunity to hit double 5 is, I think, more valuable than something like picking up a ducat. I don't know if we'll bother with silos here or not. I guess it might depend on when we get our counterfeit. Don't really expect to play with research. Like, even just like 2 galleed liveries, like 1 every turn, should be pretty good amount of draw to start with, in conjunction with buys from counterfeit and or ducat. There's also smugglers to think about. I think smugglers could be pretty good as player 2. Especially since they didn't open Exorcist. Oh. It definitely doesn't help us hit 5. That's the big downside. Bounty Hunter does a lot to help us hit 5, though, so it's not crazy. Yeah, I was wondering about that. So they go smugglers. I think that means I go smugglers as well. I think do I take a ducat here? Or do I just take a silver? Hopefully they have their smugglers right now. And then they're pretty sad. I mean, unless we bottom deck Bounty Hunter, Smugglers is probably not going to prevent us from hitting 5, which makes taking a ducat here a little bit more appealing than it might otherwise be. Ah, shit. Oh, they did smuggle as Smugglers. Okay, good. I don't think that's good, and I also am glad that, like, since I don't have my Smugglers, like, I was afraid they didn't have theirs. I would get my 5 and then they'd get theirs, but nope. Yeah, so silver or ducat. I think silver because we expect to pick up counterfeit. Yeah, okay, good. They're probably not going to hit 5 here because they saw Bounty Hunter already. If they pick up a silver, I'm not excited to smuggle it. If they pick up a ducat, I'm pretty sad because I can't hit 5 and still trash the copper. But if they pick up like Exorcist or... Okay, well, now I wish I'd taken the ducat, but... I think we'll still take the silver. Now, of course, they might be able to smuggle the counterfeit here. If they can, then I can smuggle it back, so that's not so bad. If they get a about silos, you jerk. How'd you know I top decked my smugglers? That's so rude. I think I like second counterfeit more than livery. Our bounty hunter bottom decked. Ugh. Bounty hunter bottom decked and they bought silos. Like, with the turn we had the smuggler in hand, with no reason to think that we did. Like, there was reason to think that we didn't because we had just triggered the shuffle with 2 cards on top, so the odds of having smugglers were lower than the other turns. Like, oh, gosh. I mean, the good thing is that their smugglers isn't going to have much of anything to do this turn. I mean, they can get a ducat, but it's like not anything amazing. Either they didn't have it or they didn't want it. Whereas they don't know that I had my smugglers. I could have just had 2 estates. Galley. Okay. It's a weird choice. Unless they're going to buy a ducat. Yeah, that's a weird choice. Alright, well, I want another counterfeit. They're going to smuggle it. There's nothing I can do. Son of a... Really? I guess I'm probably not supposed to exile copper so that I can exile it later when I need the money. I guess? Think? Anyway, I'm gonna take a livery here. And they're probably going to smuggle it, and that's going to be annoying, although they don't really have the terminal space. I think they got a 3rd smugglers? Wild. Oh man, and I don't even see the smugglers. Well, I mean, it's not missing the shuffle, but... I could take silos here myself. I might rather have a galley, though. I only have 4 coppers left in my deck. I would get to cycle 2 of them next turn, and there is definitely some value to that. Although, yeah, I mean, I guess it would make the terminal collision less likely. The other thing I could do is get an exorcist. Try to get those wisps. Man, that terminal space would sure be nice. I mean, we have to get the galley too, granted. And maybe it makes more sense to get the galley first. Oh man, God, smugglers would have really been nice. I think it's Exorcist because they have 3 smugglers in their deck, and they probably don't get a lot of value out of having a second Exorcist. Well, I should get something of value here. I know they picked up the silos, but it really feels like I've just been, not just in this game, but a couple of the others as well, like, behind on the basis of draws. And silos definitely does help with that, but like, it's like the timing of it was so good for them in a way that they could not have possibly known. Research? Smugglers? What are you doing? What? I don't... that's not what I want. My galley. I mean, I can buy a galley, but... But damn it, why? I guess I'll take the research. Yeah, we have 2 silvers, so we can research silver, I guess. Ugh. Okay, we can get a galley. I mean, I guess even if we didn't have 2 silvers, obviously we could research silver. It's relevant because of museum. Oh my god, another smugglers. It's so wild. Alright, I'm pretty happy to pick up a wisp off of this ducat. They know I have the galleed smugglers coming in, so that's a little annoying. Where the fuck is my bounty hunter? Ugh, I have 2 estates. Or I could have seen my exorcist this turn, that would have worked. Alright, well I get another galley. Maybe I just try to empty the galleys so that they can't smuggle anything. That should be possible. I can take 3. They might take another one and then I can take 2, but... yeah, okay. Oh, right, that automatically happened. Oh, they have a ghosted horse. Man. Take another livery. Take another bounty hunter. Probably livery. And the thing is, we only have the one like wisp to pair with these galleys. Yeah, I think it's bounty hunter actually. This ghosted horse. How did they even get the ghost in play that fast? I guess it was 2 turns ago that they got it, but man. I just like cannot believe like how they've been able to make this many smugglers work with like just off of gallying like bounty hunter. I mean, obviously now this turn that they have the horse, but oh shit, I don't have any galleys in hand with the wisp and the bounty hunter. Oh my god. I have 1 card in exile. Like, how? What the fuck? So, turn 4, I played the bounty hunter, so it didn't even miss the shuffle. Then it did miss the shuffle. Then I had the double counterfeit turn where it didn't matter whether I played it or not. Then it missed the shuffle again. Ugh. No wonder I'm losing so badly. This is just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to start thinking about museum here with how low the piles are. We still have an estate. They obviously have states. Still have copper. They have copper. Okay. Counterfeit. Smugglers, there are other cards in exile. They have no counterfeits in their deck, which is kind of weird. Both have livery, both have exorcist. I'm the only one with a wisp. They still have some. Oh no, I guess we probably both have horses. I got a province. Ugh. I swear to God. It happened again! It freaking happened again! Like, why? Like, ah! I don't know. This. I do have a bunch of royal galleys down there that I like could have potentially seen. And horses. We could buy a province. We could exile a copper, trash the other copper, buy a province with our coffer. Maybe that is the play. Keeps our opponent from smuggling anything. Immediately got to bounty hunt the province. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I should have just ignored my opponent's smugglers and opened silver, because I would have hit 5 that turn, and rather than like, or wait, what did I end up being turn 4? Oh no, I did hit 5 anyway. Yeah, that was the. I don't know. Alright, what did they do? Ultimately, they got a gardens. I exile the silver? I guess so. It gives me money. I can exercise the estate. Okay. This is a bit dangerous, but there's nothing even I want to buy. I guess I could get another ducat just for the museum points. I probably should. Oh. Did they end up trashing that research? Yeah. I don't know. I could have exercised silver into imp, I guess. Got a bounty hunter set aside. Could bounty hunt the research, I guess. Or just the copper. I wish I could draw first. But I think bounty hunting the research is probably correct. I mean, the research draw could be really nice. To be fair. Why is it curse? Wait, really? Very surprising that they're that desperate for VP. Yeah, I think it's the research. We don't even have anything to play. Super! Super duper duper. Well, now that they've done it, I wonder if I should do it. I mean, it does give me... contribute to my gardens points, potentially. Foreign exile, 2 set aside, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... And 8 is 23, 24, 25. I mean, we'll probably end up playing the horse, but yeah, I guess we take the curse. Yikes. We should be able to hit province this turn again. With livery in play, so that's something. I mean, not should, we will. Guess we could also empty the gardens, but I think that has to be worse. I mean, I guess it would let us save the coffer from Ducat. Well, I guess they're getting a province too. Cool. Eventually, they're going to buy a province anyway. They actually don't have any plus buy in their deck, interestingly enough. So, unless they got another action card or an exorcist, I really have no idea what there is for them to think about. And like, if they do have an action card, they could, you know, play it. They bought a ducat over a province. Okay. Yes, yes. Why not have 2 wisps on top of my deck with no galleys? Why not? They're practically drawing deck here. Oh my god. And they've only played 1 imp and 1 wisp. And they've played some horses. And the wisp didn't even draw a card. I guess it wasn't very likely to. Wait, why is the ghost in play? What did it even do? Must have... Oh, gallied last turn. Okay. Click on the gardens. Let's go. Discards 2 gardens from exile. Okay. They gained nothing of relevance, right? Nothing that I could smuggle. So... But I don't have enough money to... Shit. I think I do have a second Smugglers in my deck, but... I guess take a duchy. They're just gonna smuggle a bunch of duchies. And shit. I guess technically they don't have any smugglers set aside, so maybe they won't. Province on top, great. And I could also use Exorcist to get an imp, but I think the duchy is a little bit. Oh my god, what is. Like, what? Why? What the fuck? I have a really hard time believing it was correct for them to exile or discard 2 gardens so that they could get 3 coins this turn. Like adding a copper and a silver to your deck or something. And they found the smugglers. Despite the gardens. Alright, let's see. Oh, cool. Very cool. I love it. See both bounty hunters and both wisps up top, and then we see 4 galleys. We didn't see any horses either. I mean, I may only have like 1 or 2, but probably just 1. But even so, just like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess the good news is their deck isn't doing a whole lot at this point. It's not like mine is either. Yeah, I guess I don't have any. I didn't have any silver. Thought they already had a ducat though. Oh, they definitely had a ducat. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, this is so friggin' sad. Turn this ducat in for a gold and then get it back later. Maybe. Wait, how did they end up with 71? They had 65. They must have picked their gardens up. All right, this is hopeless. What a frustrating match. I don't know. I just felt like I don't know what I needed to do differently. Certainly in that game. Like also, you know, at least one or two of the other losses. Like my opponent definitely played well enough to win, but I don't know. Some of those games, it just felt like there was nothing like going right for me. I don't know, that early smuggler spam, I really feel like that should not have worked out. Like, I don't know if they got lucky with terminal collision or if it was actually just good, but, you know, they had like 3 smugglers in their deck after like 2 shuffles or something. Like, it was... And I don't even know that they had any galleys at that point either. And they had silos, which, if anything, would make it more likely the smugglers would collide. But yeah, I don't know. It was just... I think... I mean, I guess it was mostly the bounty hunter thing that probably did me in, as I said. The fact that I frickin' bottom-decked bounty hunter into see it with 2 counterfeits and not be able to, like, meaningfully use it separately from the counterfeits, which basically means it just, like... It's not just, that's just not just missing the shuffle. That's like it missed 2 shuffles. And then it happened again. It's just like, like... It's like, I don't know, maybe I wasn't supposed to take the second counterfeit or something? Maybe I was supposed to go for livery already, or... I don't know. But I think the reason I smuggled the second counterfeit? I might have. I don't remember, but either way. And I like had those estates hanging around for so long and never collided them with the bounty hunter. Just... Yeah, that's basically the way that game went, and kind of the way it felt like a good chunk of this match went. But, you know, fortunately it doesn't really count for anything. So, whatever. Anyway, I've got a couple more matches in the Corn Guild's 2E mix, and then there's also a new league season starting up this coming week. So, thanks for watching, and I will be back with, you know, eventually with both, but one of those things next. Until then.